Hmm. Okay, I'm trying to make sure my camera looks right. Thank you for choosing my channel, Imperfect Woman of God. And today's random thoughts, of course, but what I had on my mind is about the feminists and like women that have masculine traits. I keep seeing that a lot on YouTube, and that's not biblical. It's pretty much point period blank. That's not biblical for a woman to be masculine. You are a part of a man, not you don't supposed to be acting like a man. That's something that Satan has instilled in a lot of women by making us very independent. And then also how he messed it up also is having us out here single for so long. So what happens when you're single for so long? You end up having sex. So what's going on? This is what Satan wanted the whole time. Anyway, he got us all out here single. You out here sexing everybody. Everybody's sexing each other. What happens when you have a lot of sex? It makes it very hard to connect with people. That's why it's lack of connection. Um, Immaturity levels are a little off. You're not maturing fast enough for your ages, man and woman. I met a lot of men that's 40. You act like you're in your 30s. I met a lot of women in their 40s, act like they're 18. You have not matured. You're pretty much like adults, but you pay bills, you have responsibilities. But then outside of that, when it comes down to relationships and conducting yourself as an adult, it seems very difficult for some people. And that just has to do with all that, fornication, those soul ties, not healing from past trauma, not healing from things that people have done to you, which are those sinful things, right? And you bring that into relationships. You don't know how to conduct yourself. You're not getting that help. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to get counseling. You're not less of a man because you don't want to, you got counseling. It's okay to talk to someone as a man. You don't have to just take all that in. Go get you a counselor. Talk to someone so they can hear you out. They'll let you know what the problem is. Face the problem. Get to the root. Once you get to the root, you can truly heal and be open for love. It won't be such a, I'm scared of love, I'm scared of marriage. You won't be walking on those eggshells and fear. You should not go into a marriage fearful because you're scared of what you're getting yourself into. If you truly love who you are, you know who you are, right? And you have a relationship with the Lord, everything should be okay. And the thing is, life is not going to be easy. It never will. It wasn't easy for Jesus. It wasn't easy for none of those people in the Bible. It's never going to be easy. Don't expect it to. Stop getting mad because it's not easy. Stop getting upset about it. Understand that that's why God wanted you to have a partnership as a man. Also, have a partnership with a woman so that she can bring that softness to you. Bring that peace because she's supposed to be that peace. And what's happening with this messed up world we live in, women are not being the peace anymore. They're being the chaos. And then you also have men being the chaos. So you have two chaotic people making a chaotic relationship. It's not going to last anyway. You went about it wrong. You went into fornication in it. Now you in it, married, still having sex. Now, oh, somebody wants to cheat because what happened is he hasn't got to the root as to why he has that lust problem, why he has that perverted spirit. He hasn't healed from that. So now you got two broken people. Then you got a woman that has been cheated on. Now she's going to have the trust issues. Now she's walking around with that baggage. And it's like you have to just understand what it is. And I know I'm 30 years old, I'm young, and people say I'm very young and mature for my age, but I just watch. I watch people. I watch myself. I learn stuff by watching other people. I learned what not to do. And I think that's why I'm so peaceful and people will say centered and people gravitate towards me because they're like, oh, you have a good spirit. See what's happening to some people when they see you have a good spirit, they want to take. They want to diminish. They want to take whatever light they're seeing a light. They're trying to get that light you have, or they're trying to take that light out. So you just gotta be very mindful. That's what I'm learning also. Again, man, there are feminine women out here. Do not let this world make you think otherwise. What's happening is that you need to position yourself as a kingdom man. Stop having sex, number one. Learn how to be sexually disciplined. Learn how to listen to God more than you listen to yourself so that you don't end up in situations I see men in. You wouldn't be in those situations if you listen to God. He would have told you that was a Jezebel. He would have told you not to lay down with that lady. You would have got that Holy Ghost, that spirit within, would have told you not to do that. It would have been some type of direction. When you have no direction, of course you're gonna have chaos. We're gonna always see chaos. This is entertaining. People feel like in a way it's entertaining watching other people have chaos. It's sad. When I see this stuff, I don't even think I see it as entertaining no more. it's getting to the point where it's kind of sad. And I just kind of watching to be like, society has changed. It's kind of sad. They say the guys are acting like females. The women are acting like men. They're forced to act like a man. They gotta raise kids because they're laying down having babies, thinking that man love them or trying to change them, you know. And it's not always that way either. It's just sometimes if you're like sexually not disciplined and you're not using condoms and birth control, that can be an issue also. Even though birth control technically does, again, some females say mess up your body and all that. So I get that too. That's, that stuff can mess you up, but you'll be better off if you just marry. What they call it is better to marry than burn, you know? But it's not biblical for a female to be masculine, to be a feminist. I think it's 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. Do not permit a woman to teach or to exercise authority over a man, whether she is to remain silent. Like a lot of people like to use that when it comes down to when they see female preachers and things like that. But again, we are not God. God does change rules. God can do what he wants to do. Um, things do change. Sometimes you got to go with the flow at that point because if a man ain't doing it, got to use somebody, right? That's willing to do it. You have some men do not want to be in that position. They don't want to be that lead because they're afraid of getting the suffering that comes with it. In a way, you get that. You will might get some backlash, but if you just become that kingdom man God wants you to be, have your Holy Ghost shield in your Bible and that understanding of what's right and wrong, and know how to say no to things, and just recognize when a woman is a Jezebel, when a woman is a woman of God, you won't be so in this chaotic mindsets that I be seeing. Very chaotic, very toxic. We can't keep saying the females are toxic. Y'all men are very toxic. You keep assuming you're saying things that's just very disgusting. It's like you keep meeting these females, right? It's because you're not that kingdom man. If you were a kingdom man, you'll recognize a woman of God. We in this world we go too much off what people look like, how much money. Is that worth your soul though? Like seriously. Like is that worth your soul? Like, seriously, I'm very worried for society. Stop going off what a woman looks like. Stop texting a woman. Now that's a whole nother video, but stop texting a woman penis pictures and saying, can I come to your house? Or can you come to my house? Can you stop doing that? Can men work on that? Stop texting women that. All these women ain't out here the same. You need to be looking for a woman of God, not a woman to smash. You're supposed to be bringing God out of her, not a freak. Okay? If you cannot do that, you are not suitable yet for a relationship. Okay? Until you learn how to be a covering. You're supposed to be a warrior, fighting demons, not taking demons in, not doing yoga, not messing with crystals, not saying I'm a guide. You are not a guide because you are not perfect and you do live in sin. Okay? This world is going crazy. Every 5 minutes, I've seen it all. Okay? You do not supposed to be doing poly. You have a perverted spirit. You need to go get some help. Okay? You're not a David. You're not a Solomon. You see what happened to them, right? Stop playing with God. He ain't playing with you, right? As adults, we have to grow up. You got to take ownership. You can't keep on playing around. God ain't playing with you. Okay? We all choose what we want in our life. And if you want to choose bad, you choose bad. You choose good. Let's say if you do fall, you slip, get back up. Please get back up. I beg of you. Y'all don't understand how much I beg a person, please. If you fall, I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you fall and you sin, please get back up. I beg of you. Please. Please get back up. Don't stay there. I hate when I see a person just staying there. Don't stay there. Don't keep fornicating. Don't keep it up. Don't keep that mess up. Please, though. I beg of you. Please. It's not even worth it at this point. It's the end of times. This is real out here. I know a lot of people keep saying it over and over again, but it's getting out of hand. They're trying to make money, like physical money, useless for a reason. They're trying to get some type of control. The easiest way to control people is with their money. When they start freezing y'all accounts and you can't buy stuff because you don't want to follow whatever they doing. They start freezing them accounts. It's gonna get real quick. Freeze the account. Freeze the account. They start freezing those accounts, man. I see it coming. I'm just waiting patiently till everybody else see it. When they start freezing y'all accounts, y'all like money so much. When they start freezing y'all accounts because you don't want to get along with the gay way of thinking, or oh, being gay is good, you don't want to get along with that, or you want to get along with whatever they want you to get along with, baby. I told you twice. I already told you too late. I'm gonna tell you one time. You better have some money on the side saved up. Get you one of them little vans, live-in vans. Always have a live-in van. If you a true Christian and you truly follow God, always be prepared. Get you a van so you can travel in the van because you might have to sleep in that van. Because no, it's gonna get to the point where like they're trying to take control of money. Like they're being sneaky with it though. Like they're doing a lot of sneaky demonic stuff. They're trying to slowly, it's building up for the Antichrist. It's like the weirdest thing. They're messing with, they're trying to mess with the money. They keep messing with the banks. If people actually looking at the news, they continue to keep messing with the banks all of a sudden. All of a sudden, these banks are having all these issues. It's like I don't know what they're trying to do, but this stuff is weird. I mean, Walmart just closing. This stuff is just not happening for no reason. This is stuff happening behind closed doors. They're like, I don't know what they're setting their stuff up for. They're trying to make everything where you got to pick up food by online. You know how you do online, you pick the food up and then that's it, because they're trying to stop all this stealing. They want some type of control. They feel like it has to be a control thing. They don't like that people can just go in the store and steal. They start not to like that. That's not something they like anymore. They don't like it. I mean, and Walmart's showing out. They're closing all their stores. To be honest, Walmart is kind of high. Walmart is like, it's high. I don't know why people shop there. It's still high. Just go to Target or something. It's still high. Like what? You're not saving much if you the Walmarts are closing. Just accept what it is, right? They're definitely setting some stuff up, and it's kind of weird. And it's like I'm kind of watching, and I'm like, why do you? They're trying to make it where money means nothing. Physical money is not going to mean anything. They can just freeze your accounts. All those stocks y'all got, they can just freeze y'all stuff. And y'all just letting them get in control. It's gonna get to the point where you ain't gonna have no control. You're allowing them get your control of your life. Like they're gonna get to the point where they're gonna be clocking everything you do. They already have proof that they're clocking what you do online. You know, whatever you watch, they're clocking it. They're trying to see how your mindsets are so they can continue to corrupt you. It's obviously that's working because everybody loves sex and lust. So they just keep throwing that at y'all. That's obviously working. They keep pouring up every 5 minutes. This clearly working. It's like it's getting to the point where it's like I get it now. Now I see what they're talking about. They're starting to. It's like slowly building. They're being sneaky with it though. They're like slowly trying to get control of stuff. It's gonna get to the point where they're just gonna freeze accounts. It's gonna, it's gonna get to the point where you come in your account and that thing gonna be like this froze, and you're gonna be like, what the? You're gonna be calling the bank. The bank gonna be like, well, it's froze. Nah, nah, nah. You ain't gonna. What you gonna do then, huh? What you gonna do then when they freeze your account? What you gonna do then when they take your little money? You know what you gonna do then? You know. That's how I feel. Like, what you gonna do then when they freeze your account? What you gonna do then when they take your money? Cause y'all care about money so much. But when they snatch that money away, I want to see what you gonna do then, huh? Oh, that's when you want to call on God, huh? I just find it convenient when people call on God when they need help. I don't even like calling on God when I need help. I don't like calling on God when I'm at my weakest sometimes. I feel like that's disrespectful. To just keep calling on God all the time because you need help because you keep doing stupid stuff. And I hate when I do the same thing over again. I feel like I'm a failure in a way, but then feel like I'm being played. I don't like that. I don't know about everybody else, but when I sin and do bad things, I actually feel bad for it. And I have a conscience. And that's just what I do. I have a conscience. And it's like it's gonna get to the point where you're gonna have to choose good or bad. So far I see a lot of people choosing these crystals, all this yoga. Y'all doing everything except going to God. Because you feel like God has forsaken you. You maybe feel like, oh, he's letting all these bad stuff happen. What kind of guy allows people to get killed? Y'all take things very personal. We're living in a times where everybody's overly emotional. You don't know how to control your emotions. You don't understand how this world works. You're too emotional. You get triggered emotionally too quick. That's how Satan gets to you. You know, you got to learn how to check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? Because if you continue to keep this up, I mean, anybody can control a person through emotions. And I think the easiest way they're doing it, they keep using all this. We got yoga places everywhere trying to get y'all to do that yoga, to conjure up demons and spirits, bring that stuff home. You wonder why you feel all crazy and stuff because you got spirits all up in you. People laying down with folks that messing with spirits. But if you believe in God and you really about that God life, them spirits ain't gonna mess with you. They know what's up. It's a real saying when they say you are covered by the blood, you're really covered by the blood. If you believe in God truly, if you're truly covered by the blood, you're protected in ways that you don't understand. Some people are not protected in those ways and they get upset. But you're not trying to make no type of connection with the Lord. You're like setting yourself up to just be out there just willy-nilly, you know? And I'm very worried for people. You cannot keep messing with this stuff. Leave the crystals alone. Leave that stuff alone. You know? Man, let me find a scripture about it. Because it's like you gotta leave that zodiac signs, all leave that stuff alone. You know? Like you have to leave it alone. It's not good for you. You gotta leave that stuff alone. We don't really have much scriptures about it, but it does say gold. Well, this is Job chapter 28, verse 17. Gold glass cannot equal to it, nor can it be exchanged for articles of fine gold. Let me see. This is, oh no, just saying something else. You know what? Huh. Oh no, that's something else. Let me see. Let me see. That's something else. I'll be trying to look it up. Look it up. It also says, you do have those fortune tellers, people that say they speak to the dead. It says Jeremiah chapter 27, verse 9. So you do not listen to your prophets, your diviners, your dreamers, your fortune tellers, and your sorcerers who are saying to you, you should not serve the kingdom of Babylon. You should not be listening to them. Like then you got people out here that do yoga that's claiming some of them be I'm a fortune teller and all that stuff. People reading hands. That's demonic. What are you doing? Why are you trying to find something when God is all you need? Why are you fooling yourself, telling yourself you don't need God because you are God? Why would you put yourself in that position? Because the world now see what they're talking about. They want you to be lovers of yourself. They want you to think that you're God. They want you to keep messing with the crystals. They want you to keep messing with the yoga. And they want you to feel like, oh, because I'm black, I'm the chosen one, I'm better than everybody else. They want you to keep that foolery up, you know? And it's going to get to the point where you're going to have to choose, unfortunately, you know? Let me see. That's pretty much it. Well, thank you very much for coming to my channel. I'll be posting more videos. Probably whenever I feel like it, like I used to. Might post them using my phone. Just randomly post them. Might get a better camera for my YouTube channel, my YouTube videos eventually anyway. But I'm using my laptop, so that's why they probably look the way they look. But I'll probably end up getting a camera or something. I'm not sure what camera would a person recommend for me to get, but I'm definitely getting a camera and then looking into getting a microphone so I can have it so it can just be like something like this and just like I want a nice little camera. I mean, a nice little microphone and a nice camera.